the NFL on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. He's coming off a quality showing last week. Well over 300 yards in that one. It's the Eagles and the Vikings on Monday Night Prime Time.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins. First play, here's Cousins. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Cousins. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Vikings. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in Week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that. You want to kick off a new season, so he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in Week 2.
Okay, Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw here is incomplete. Our game here, the Vikings and Eagles, the 2nd of 2 on this Monday night. The Titans and Bills kicked off a little over an hour ago up in Buffalo. And this, our only Monday night doubleheader of the season, but rumor is might have a few more for 2023. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. A pickup of about... taken down at the 31. lesser defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Hurts sets up to throw it. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. A gain of 22 from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Seems like a perpetual search for productive receivers for Philadelphia, but they think that Quez Watkins might be a keeper after his 2021. Earned a starting spot for much of the season and put up over 600 yards while averaging 15 per catch. They're giving the former 6th-rounder another opportunity and seeing if those numbers will keep growing.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. His throw incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense They couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed?
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here. A long way to go. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
First down, here's the run with Cook. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 13 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Cousins to throw it. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nakobe Dean in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
On first down, Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 34. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop.
Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Kirk Cousins and the Vikings back out there. Start with a touchdown pass on the opening drive, but it's been interception on the 2 drives since as they start again here first down. They start the drive with Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Cook again. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3. As Sanders has it poked free. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Flushed out right. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Eagles had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Second down, they go right back to Cook. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Complete to Hilton. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Dafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. The number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to work.
Touchdown! Dallas Goedert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Cook. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the end. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
That's on multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They go play action with Hurts.
This is Smith with a grab.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw again. It's complete to Brown, right side. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we are at halftime here on a... Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Eagles to take over. You think back to last week, they dropped that game to the Detroit Lions. Now they're trying to make amends here as they've got the football and the lead. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7. That's the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Edwards coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
82 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Another top 5 season in rushing for Cook last year. His third straight over 1,100 yards, and his third straight ending with a Pro Bowl selection. This season can see a couple more milestones for him. He will cross 5,000 yards very early and could climb to third on the Vikings' all-time list of rushing leaders.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Cousins.
Open right side, complete to Rager. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Cook will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10
at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Dancing to his left. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Cousins, and the catch made by Hilton.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hurts throw here, take it in as he's able to find Goddard.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Well, it's pretty evident that's not the way you want to try and establish momentum ahead of a possible fourth-quarter comeback, because you needed points there, at least something to build on for your next series. That was neither. Instead, it's a huge play for a defense that now has no doubt it can finish this game off.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They'll go again with Sanders. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Going across the middle, and Goddard's got it.
Pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Smith, the man in motion left.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Eagles have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And now out comes Minnesota. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Cousins now from the 50. He's got it to Hilton.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
On third down, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise. The way that this one is gone and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down.
Open man, it's Rager. He's got it.
But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
First down. Here's Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw, Cousins. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Adave Owe in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds. This one down just shy of the 20. Cousins on first down. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
They go play action with Hurts.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On first down, Hurts. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
On first and 10, it's Hurts.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders,
his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On first and 10, Cousins, and it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good on the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it.
Taking it right down Broadway. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Cousins now to throw on first down. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing under pressure, and they got to him again. Now they got to get to the line quickly. 3rd and long for Cousins. And he's going to go down again. And that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and they will remain well behind.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Check back. 18, high here. 19, right.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, going for Sanders downfield.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
He's going to take another shot here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. And now this game is over.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia.
And it was a game where they were all